Hey everyone, thank you for being here. I have to say I've missed you all so much, and I'm really happy to be here with you guys, and I'm happy that you're here. No matter what time or what day you listen or watch, it is the right time for you, and I appreciate it very much. And so as I move through this message, I want to convey that I am very connected to our energy as a whole, and that this is part of my life path. And I haven't really understood lately why I haven't been giving as many readings as often or messages. And what I was really kind of feeling into yesterday is that everybody is, I will say whoever this applies to, and I think you'll feel it if it applies to you, but I feel like right now there's some sort of balancing going on, and it's an energy of balance. And I want to share with you something that came to me yesterday as I was meditating in the morning. I was hearing Garden of Delight, Garden of Eden, right? And so it was very interesting because typically I grew up in Sundays. I grew up in church, so I knew the Bible stories left and right. I knew them like the back of my hand. And I'm not here to promote any religion at all. Just as I've said in the past, I have my religion is love, and I just feel as if my connection to spirit, to messages, to healing messages, is part of my life purpose. It's part of my path. And I feel as if when I'm needed to give a message, I'll give it. And today is one of those days, so I feel blessed. But back to what was coming to me in meditation. I feel like for some reason I was hearing Garden of Eden, and Garden of Delight was something that used to come in back a year or two ago in my meditations. I used to hear it all the time, and I used to feel the presence of some major healers. I would always feel the presence of Master Jesus energy with me, and it was sort of like I would kind of go to this place in my energy, in my my visual in my head, where I was sort of in this beautiful place that I had that was appropriate for me, that was beautiful, it was relaxing, it was refreshing, it was just my go-to place, right? Like we all have this fantasy place in our head sometimes where we want to, go to someplace tropical to take a break and just relax. But so that was my thing, and I always felt the presence of Master Jesus, and so it was kind of titled Garden of Delight, was where I would go and feel revitalized and feel that any negativity drained from me, and be replaced with beauty and calm, and just feeling very protected and secure. So what I was hearing is Garden of Eden, and I was kind of, when you think of Garden of Eden, you think of Adam and Eve, right? So I was feeling into that, and I didn't feel like, so in the story it's about, Adam and Eve in this beautiful place that sort of like a haven, right? And so they were comfortable in their nakedness. They were no clothing. They would, they just felt natural and pure, and it was just a beautiful place is what I get from this story. And so as I was feeling into this Garden of Eden and Adam and Eve, I was seeing this, you know, in the story, they were tempted by a serpent with an apple because they had never, bear in mind this is a story, they had never seen an apple before. And so it was very tempting for them. And in the story, they were directed not to eat the apple because it would be a sin for them to try something new, to partake of this apple because it was presented to them by a serpent, okay? Again, I will say this is a story. And so they partook of the apple and rather enjoyed it, and then realized after trying something new that they could cover themselves, they could cover their body with whatever. And it opened them up to a whole new world, right? So as I was meditating on this, I felt as if this message that is being sent to us today is not about sin. It's not about it's sinful to try something new. I don't necessarily, the stories in the Bible, when I was a kid, I believed them literally. As an adult, I feel into some of these stories and I feel like they are applicable in some ways, right? But I don't feel as if this message is about don't try something new. This is about it's about something coming in that we never realized was there for us. And so during this meditation, I was feeling as if whatever was in that story that made people afraid to try something new because maybe it was sin or whatever, that is, it's sort of like your story is being rewritten, right? Something in your life is being rewritten, something that you never thought of, something you didn't realize was there. And it's a good thing. It's, I was seeing how in that meditation, in that message, that it was about balance. It's about opening up to something new and beautiful. And it's not about shying away from something because it might be bad for you. Because in my belief, I believe that God gave us all intuitive skills. And so we know as a child not to touch a hot stove as our mother or father teaches us because it will hurt you. So intuitively, we know when something isn't quite right. I believe that this message that correlates with the Adam and Eve story, or part of the Adam and Eve story, it's about balance. And what I was hearing for my own self was that this message is about, sometimes we have to stop and allow ourselves to try new things, or to look at something differently, or because we can get into a place where we're just kind of stuck in a rut. It's the same thing over and over again, right? And what I was feeling with that is that it's about balancing out your something in your life. It's about taking into your own energy and embracing newness. So I feel like there's something coming in. And as I was looking through my map cards here, I was really feeling the energy of balance. And whatever it is that has been in your life and what's been going on with you, there hasn't been change because you haven't allowed, and it could be subconsciously, you haven't allowed something new to come in. It's like you have all your eggs in one basket, and there's a whole other empty basket over here, a whole new chapter to write with blank pages. And so as I was looking through my map cards, or not looking through, kind of holding them and meditating on them and shuffling them and going through them, the balancing act card came out. And I knew I knew that there was something to it because of the meditation that I had gone through yesterday. And I truly feel as if when we are asking the universe, or you're asking God, you're asking the universe, you're putting it out there, something that you've been wanting. Like for me, I've been wanting my painting career to take off. And yeah, behind the camera is a big flower that I painted that I just felt red was the color because it's passion, right? For me, that represents passion. So for me, this message felt like my part of my life path, yes, is to be a messenger, to be a healer through these messages, to be a coach. But I also felt like, looking at it now, my desire to paint and to create products that bring people joy is all part of the universe nudging me and saying, okay, you need some balance here. You want this success in this venture, this passion that I have with my art. So you have to balance things out. You have to be able to embrace it, try something new. I was afraid because I wasn't giving these messages as much. I wasn't delivering the messages like I was. And it's the universe's way of saying, okay, you have to balance things out. Do you want success? You're still going to be a messenger. You're still going to be in this space and this energy of being a healer, a messenger. But you also have this over here, and this is beautiful. Your gift to paint, to create products that might bring a smile or joy or peace to somebody. And so I feel like this message about balance is really important right now. It feels urgent to me. It feels like some of you have been really desiring something, and you could be upset because it hasn't come to you yet. But here's the thing. Somewhere in your path, or somewhere in your life, you're lacking balance. It could be you're giving too much on one side and not enough to yourself. And it's like, for a lot of us, I know we all fall into this place where, as a human being, we want to give. We want to make other people happy. We want to give. And then when it's time for you, there's so little left that you just sort of put it away and you wait until a better day. But then another day comes and you have more to do and more to give. And you're sort of how do I say it? Dimming your own light, right? This message about balance it's really important to understand that just if you receive some sort of offer, or there's something that comes in that keeps playing over and over, like an email that pops up, an ad that pops up, understand that it could be the universe trying to get your attention, okay? I'm going to just do another card from this deck and see what Spirit has here. But I just felt an urgency to sort of, it's like somebody is in desperate need of, like when you're really thirsty and you're not near water, it's like you have that desperate need. You have to have, you're so thirsty, right? And so it's like you're so fixated on going in a certain direction that you're not paying attention to the whole big picture, the whole map, right? Because this is the compass card that's upside down. This compass card came in upside down. And see how right side up, the number 5 and 0, I truly believe that 5 is change and 0 is something divine. But you sort of lost your way because you're fixated on something else. You're fixated on not having what it is that you've wanted or put out there. Or maybe you have a vision about what you want to do with your life, but it's not happening. I'm going to speak as I feel the energy with you guys and with what Spirit is trying to say here. And I feel like part of that is fear, not letting go of something to move in another direction because you're afraid. Well, it hasn't worked out so far. If I give this up, what if that doesn't work? Something that you need to know is that you need to trust in yourself. And you haven't done that, some of you. I know, because I didn't either. And every once in a while I get like discouraged because the market online right now is saturated. I almost want to say oversaturated, but Spirit's correcting me. And I'm correcting myself because that's a defeating statement. There's room for me. There's room for you. Whatever it is that you want to do. And your uniqueness will bring you to a place where you never thought you could be. Because when you open up and you trust yourself, you trust your guidance, you trust the universe, it is up to us to take those steps, to make those moves, to move in the direction we want to be. And I feel like for some of you, if you feel stuck in a venue, a place where you feel like you no longer want to be there, you know you need to leave. Do some legwork, do some research. Look on a map, see where you feel guided, see what your intuitive guides you to. Maybe there's something in another city, another state. For some of you, maybe even another country, that you feel very strongly, a strong pull towards it, right? I feel like sometimes we become way too dependent upon the heavens opening up and dropping something at our feet. And yes, those miracles can happen, but we're also human beings. We're able to decide and make decisions and move in a different direction, right? I feel like in that story, Eve could have said, no, I'm turning my back on this shiny apple here. And I'm not trying to say that the Bible is wrong. I'm not saying whoever wrote that was wrong. I'm saying that she made a decision to try it and she liked it, right? So again, I would never say that we shouldn't listen to God or a deeper intuitive, right? But what I'm saying here is that she tried something new and she liked it. And I feel like once we open up to opportunities to improve our lives, to opportunities to move forward in something, that it opens up a whole new perspective, a whole new different channels, different options to improve and to move forward in our lives. And I feel like for a lot of you, you'll know if it's not the right direction. But you have to give yourself a chance to have that opportunity to open up. This message, I don't know, it really hit me. It was like, I think a lot of people look at that story like, don't defy God if God tells you not to do something. But I think this isn't part of that message for me. I think what it is trust yourself, believe in yourself, open yourself up to try something new, right? Use discernment, use your intuition, use a guide, hire someone professional if that's what you need to manage your money, or to help you save for retirement, or to find a new home, or whatever it is. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing. Because I feel like if you have something within you that you keep feeling is very much a pull in one direction or another, I feel like that's your soul telling you, hey, this is part of our path. We got to move in that direction. And so it's worth it to explore whatever that is. It's very important, because you can decide to stay in your own, whatever it is that you're doing, and not branch out. And maybe you'll be okay to do that the rest of your life, but you'll miss out on something. I'm not saying give up one thing and go in another direction. I'm saying it's all about balance. Integrate something into your life, your path. Okay, so I'm feeling, get off that, Naomi. And I feel as if fear stops us, and fear of I think it's fear of failing. And so here the Strength card comes out upside down, and so Spirit is saying, you're afraid. You're afraid to try new things because, what is that phrase? Why fix it if it's not broken, right? I don't feel like that is a very, I shouldn't say positive. I feel like that phrase in the right context is sort of stifling. It's sort of like, okay, why not try something new? Why not branch out? This Strength card is upside down, which indicates that you feel crushed by something. Because see the world, and she's holding it up right side up. She's sort of feeling as if she's strong. She can handle the weight of the world. But right now, I don't feel like some of you can. I feel like you're feeling defeated. And so, Spirit, what do you have to say and add to that? Because I feel like for some of you, you feel like you can't accomplish or handle anything else in your life. And that's why Spirit is saying this is all about balance. You can't feel like you can't handle something because you're not allowing yourself to open up to other things in your life. It's like being on remember Groundhog Day? I don't know if any of you watched that movie with Bill Murray, but he went through a period where he was waking up every day at the same time, and everything was happening over and over and over again until he finally realized there's a way to change this, right? That's what I was feeling with that. And so I feel like some of you have embraced something. It's like some of you have had this attitude or feeling, why try something new? It's going to turn out shitty anyways. And I'm not trying to be harsh, but I'm saying some people have that attitude, that mental energy that comes in to stop you, because at the core of that is fear. And so you sort of embraced, this is my life, this is what's going to be my life, so I might as well just embrace it. And Spirit says that's so wrong. It's such a defeating energy to have. So I don't know who this applies to, but whoever it is, know that this is not the only thing for you. There is something coming in. For some of you, it's like an aha moment that's coming in to hit you over the head with sort of like a lightning bolt. Not literally, but sort of like, oh, okay. And so Spirit is here to say, guys, there's something coming in for you that's beautiful and life-changing, and it's like you're coming out of the desert and to this beautiful body of water or something. After you've been parched and dried out in the desert, you come upon this beautiful haven. And I'm not trying to feed you, sugarcoat anything or make this into a fairy tale. But I'm saying is that when you open up and you give the universe permission, you give yourself permission to open up to something new, a whole new world opens up for you. Whatever that is in your life, okay? I don't know why, but I feel like some of you are thinking about adopting, adding to your family, either a pet, or maybe you're thinking of adopting a child. And it's going to change the whole dynamic of your household. However, changing the whole dynamic of your household is what you need. So whatever this is for you, I'm using that it's not an example. It's something that I really felt and feel that some of you are adopting something or somebody, okay? And it's going to rock your world is what I'm hearing, what I'm feeling here. I feel as if there is some ancient energy here as well. And I felt guided to just kind of look into these cards here, Divination with the Ancients. And I feel like there's an ancient energy, an older energy that comes in. I think, is today a new moon? There's a new moon, and I don't know if it was yesterday, today, but I feel like with the new moon, whenever we have a new moon next time, it is bringing in something for you to release, like an energy for you to release something. And I think what you're releasing is fear and that stifling energy of holding yourself back, right? For some of you, it could be too that maybe you're expected to go into a family business, but that's not what you want. And you don't feel that it's right for you. And maybe that's something that has held you back. It has made you feel like if you don't do this, you're going to lose your family. You're going to lose that relationship with a father or a mother or a sister or brother. I feel it's something familial with that. There's something about flowers, okay? And maybe there's a good reason why I have my painting in the background, because this flower card popped out. And looking at it, I feel like there's a delicate balance here. The rose is a very beautiful, almost commanding presence, right? Because you notice the rose. But look in the background. Look at the white, beautiful daisies. I think that's what they're called. They balance out this picture. If we took away the daisies, we would only have the rose, right? But look how much more striking and beautiful this is with the daisies. And so I feel like within our life, we need something more to enrich our lives and to enrich our soul, right? And so I feel like Spirit is here to say, listen, you've got this. And your angels, your guides are here to help you and to cheer you on and to comfort you and to applaud you and to At times, wipe away your tears. We're all in this together. We are. And it is a miracle. You are a miracle. Life is a miracle. And so it would be a shame to always be in your same environment, your same energy without, you got to shake things up sometimes. And you have to go for it. And again, whatever that means for you. I'm trying to make my art into a business. I would like to make sales. I just opened my Etsy store. And I'm really excited about it. I have 2 stores now. I have an Etsy store and I have one on, it's called Redbubble. And they're both amazing. And I'm really proud of them. I'm proud of me. And I'm thankful that I opened up and allowed myself to have this balance so I can create works of art, so I can deliver messages, so I can be a mom, so I can be a friend, so I can be a partner, so I can be a employee. And it is my desire at some point to be self-employed. Because this is my passion. It is where I am most comfortable being in my creative energy. It has made me a better all-around energetic being in my creative energy. It has been therapeutic. People ask me all the time, how did you take lessons? I'm like, no, this is my creative energy. It's therapeutic for me. I'm not saying replace a real therapist with something, because if that's what you need, that's what you need. But it's therapeutic for me in a beautiful way. And I have loved every minute of it, even when I start a painting and it's like, I don't like this. So what? Okay. So I move on from that and start something new. The beautiful thing about my art for me is that I get to be in a place where I envision beauty. I see it and then I translate it onto canvas. And actually, while I'm painting, there are times when I'm hearing guide. I'm feeling hearing my own inner voice, my own inner dialogue. Not just about the art that I'm doing, but about other things. I'm hearing guidance. I'm hearing messages. I'm seeing visuals sometimes. And so for me, this is where I need to be right now. And so listen, don't be afraid to open up to something new. New possibilities, new options, new whatever it is for you. Allow yourself to unlock that door within yourself to open up new opportunity for goodness in your life. We've all had heartache. We've all had things in our lives that have brought us to our knees. And quite possibly, no, not quite possibly, literally, the worst thing that could ever happen happened to me in regards to losing my son. This has helped me heal. It's going to take a long time to heal, but it has brought me into, it's like my therapy. It has helped me come a long way in the last 2 years, working through this and trying to figure things out. And I'm not going to go into it too much, but I will tell you that because the energy in this message is to be uplifting for you. but to lose somebody at the hands of another is takes you to a whole nother level of grief. And so I'm going to leave it there, but I want to say that this has helped me so much to branch out and to open up to the skills that I have, the creativity, and I know he's with me every single day, when I paint, when I work, when I every time, every moment. I know he's here. His energy is here. And so every time I create a new piece of art, his energy is in that art as well. So I am consulting Archangel Michael, and so he adds to this message to say, trust your inner guidance. It's real. Trust it. Do you see how this guide is looking at her, and she has a red book, right? And she's contemplating. To me, I feel like she's contemplating something. She's putting trust in herself. That book, The Significance of Red, today is really interesting. It's about passion. It's about you. It's about your heart. What do you feel? Open up to that. See what happens in your life, because I'm telling you, it's going to be beautiful. And nothing, as a human being, we're not perfect. We're going to make, I don't know about mistakes, if that's the right word. I did hear that word, so maybe some of you feel like you've made mistakes in the past. But you don't learn unless you try and you reach out, right? And you try something new. So our beautiful Archangel Michael says, decide to be happy now. Yes, decide. Because we make a decision every morning when we wake up. We do. Subconsciously or consciously. Well, this is not going to be a good day. Or, what a beautiful day. Listen to the birds. I have an owl that's right near my house that I hear almost every single morning in the summer. And whenever. And it's beautiful. It puts a smile on my face. And so if we focus on what can possibly happen today that's good, let's look forward to a good day. I'm telling you, it changes the vibration of your day. So he says, decide to be happy now. And the universe will grab onto that energy, because it's energy connection. But if you decide that it's going to be a bad day, okay, so let's give you a bad day. Who would want that? Not me. And not you. And so Spirit says, listen, let's do this. Let's get on that happy energy, that high energy. And try your best to stay in it. Not every day can be that way. We're human. But don't give up on your dreams. Nurture them like you would in a garden. Like I said, garden of delight. Nurture. I yesterday went out and I bought some flowers for my patio. I'm making it into a beautiful sanctuary for me and my family. I've put more work into this house in the last year than I have ever, that I've been here in the last 29 years. Because I want it to be beautiful. Pay attention to your dreams. Nurture them. Give in to your dreams. Okay? One last word from Archangel Michael, and then I'm going to wrap this up, and I'm going to wish you guys a beautiful week ahead, rest of the week, weekend, and days ahead, because I just heard your days are numbered before something comes in. And it's only a matter of time before you give in to this beautiful beautiful energy of something new for you, okay? So this card the situation is already resolved, came in upside down. It's Archangel Michael's way of saying, you're not just to be in the same energy your whole life. Don't settle, okay? Keep moving. This situation, typically this card is like when you ask Archangel Michael, how long is this going to go on for? I mean, is this like whatever you ask. And then a lot of times I used to get this card and it would say the situation is already resolved. But I didn't realize at the time what this means. It means you want this situation to change it. You want this situation to be resolved, resolve it. We have more power and control than you realize, guys. And so he's saying, no, you're not going to stay on the same path. Yeah, you've had great success in other things, but it's time to try something new. The situation isn't resolved. You're not going to stay in the same path. You're going to keep moving. I want to just say that I'm really thankful that I have this opportunity, this voice, this video, this camera, this time to spend with you. And guys, I'm just really thrilled that you're here whenever you're here. So I want to send you off with a beautiful, passionate energy from me to you. And pay attention to the color red today and whenever in the days ahead, because it represents something beautiful for you, okay? It may come in as a sign. Trust. Have faith. Have a beautiful day, a beautiful evening, and beautiful days ahead. Until next time, guys, when I'm guided to come back, I will. Stay in that energy of light and love. Until next time, namaste.